Naruto has no shortage of geniuses. Shikamaru with his 200 IQ, Kakashi with 1,000 copied jutsu and an answer for everything. But there's one character who operated on a completely different level, and the more you look at what he actually did, the harder it is to argue anyone else comes close. Itachi Uchiha. The resume alone is absurd. Graduated the academy at 7, awakened the Sharingan at 8, made Chunin at 10, joined Anbu at 11 and was captaining squads by 13. The third Hokage said Itachi had the reasoning of a Hokage at age 7. Every milestone most shinobi spend years chasing, he cleared before anyone took him seriously. To understand the gap, you have to start with the massacre. The Uchiha clan was planning a coup against Konoha. The village leadership, the third Hokage, Danzo, the council, they knew it was coming. A full-blown civil war that could have dragged in other nations and kicked off another Shinobi World War. And Itachi, barely a teenager, was the one caught in the middle, a double agent, loyal to his village but born into the clan that was about to tear it apart. Danzo gave him the choice. Let the coup happen and watch everyone die, including Sasuke, or carry out the massacre himself, and Sasuke gets spared. He chose the massacre. In a single night, he and Obito wiped out the entire Uchiha clan, his parents, his relatives, everyone except Sasuke. And then he did something no tactical genius would think to do. He didn't just leave, he built a story. He made himself the villain, completely, permanently, with no way back. He told Sasuke to hate him, to grow strong through that hatred, to come find him one day and kill him. He absorbed the role of monster so thoroughly that even the audience believed it for years. And all of it, every word, every cold stare, was calculated. And here's what people overlook. Itachi wasn't just a strategist hiding in the shadows. He was lethally dangerous in combat. Orochimaru, one of the legendary Sannin, tried to take Itachi's body. Itachi cut off his hand before Orochimaru could even react, then locked him in genjutsu the moment their eyes met. One of the most feared ninja alive, handled like an afterthought. Kakashi, the copy ninja, one of the strongest jonin in the village, lasted seconds against Itachi's Tsukuyomi. Seconds. Itachi warped his perception of time, made him experience days of torture in an instant. Kisame was surprised Kakashi's mind was even still intact afterward. Deidara trained specifically to counter Itachi's genjutsu and still couldn't beat it. He only learned to recognize when he was trapped, not to escape it. Itachi's Sharingan was the reason Deidara joined the Akatsuki in the first place. He lost to it. And then there's his last fight, against Sasuke. Itachi was terminally ill, nearly blind from overusing the Mangekyo Sharingan. Zetsu, watching the fight, noticed Itachi was taking hits he normally would have dodged easily, and yet he controlled every moment of that battle. He chose exactly when and how to die, using his last breath to poke Sasuke's forehead one final time. Even dying, he was the one writing the script. But the combat is only half of it. What really sets Itachi apart is how instantly he processed complex problems. Hiruzen said he thought like a Hokage at 7, not because he was brave, but because he already understood the political landscape of Konoha, civil war, clan dynamics, village power structures. At an age when most kids are just figuring out basic social dynamics, Itachi was reading an entire political chessboard. He didn't need time to strategize. Where Shikamaru sits down, closes his eyes, and works through scenarios, Itachi's plans formed on contact. When Kabuto reanimated him during the war, a jutsu Itachi had never encountered, he analyzed its mechanics in real time. He figured out what Edo Tensei was, what its weaknesses were, and concluded that Izanami, a forbidden Uchiha genjutsu, was the specific counter that would break Kabuto's hold. He improvised a solution to a problem most people couldn't even name. Now compare that to the other geniuses. Shikamaru's takedown of Hidan, an immortal Akatsuki member, is one of the cleanest tactical wins in the series. He dug a pit, laced the forest with explosive tags, baited Hidan into position and buried him alive. Brilliant. But notice the time horizon. Shikamaru planned days ahead. He saw the shape of one fight and solved it. Kakashi is a different flavor, 1,000 jutsu, reads any battlefield the instant he steps onto it, adapts and improvises constantly. Both extraordinary, but both operate inside the present. The enemy is here, the problem is now, solve it. Kakashi graduated the academy at 5, a prodigy among prodigies. Shikamaru's IQ is literally stated as over 200, but Itachi was doing something fundamentally different. He wasn't solving today's problem. He was engineering outcomes for a world he wouldn't live to see. Here's where it gets staggering. Before he died, before he let Sasuke kill him, Itachi planted failsafes. Multiple, layered across different people, set to trigger under different conditions years into the future. The Amaterasu trap. He sealed a one-shot Amaterasu inside Sasuke's eye, programmed to activate the moment Sasuke saw Tobi's Sharingan. He anticipated that the man calling himself Madara would approach Sasuke eventually. He didn't know when, he didn't know where. But he preloaded a defense inside his brother's body that fired automatically, and it triggered exactly as designed. But the Amaterasu was the simpler failsafe. The real masterpiece was the crow. Itachi had taken Shisui Uchiha's remaining eye, the one containing Kotoamatsukami, arguably the most powerful genjutsu in the series, placed it inside a crow, and hidden that crow inside Naruto Uzumaki. The original plan was elegant and cruel. If Sasuke took Itachi's eyes to gain the eternal Mangekyo and then turned on the village, Naruto would confront him. The crow would emerge, Kotoamatsukami would activate on whoever had Itachi's eyes, and the command was simple: protect Konoha. A mind control override hidden inside one friend, aimed at another, set to fire under conditions that might never come. But that crow didn't fire the way he planned, it fired better. During the Fourth Shinobi World War, Kabuto reanimated Itachi as a weapon, a dead man brought back against his will. Itachi had planned for this. The crow activated when reanimated Itachi used his own Mangekyo Sharingan. Kotoamatsukami broke Kabuto's control, and Itachi, a dead man, was suddenly free. And what did he do with that freedom? He hunted down Kabuto. Alongside Sasuke, he cornered the man running the entire reanimation army and used Izanami, trapping Kabuto in an infinite loop until he accepted his true self. Kabuto released every reanimated shinobi on the battlefield. Itachi didn't just win a fight from beyond the grave. He shut down an entire war strategy from the afterlife. Now sit with the time horizon on that. He planned, while alive, for his own corpse to be turned against his village, and he won that fight. Shikamaru could not have set a trap that springs a decade later inside two different people. Kakashi could not have read a battlefield that wouldn't form until years after his death. This is the gap, not tactics versus strategy, a difference of kind. Was Itachi perfect? No. And this matters. He misjudged how much the truth would break Sasuke. He assumed Sasuke would kill him, become a hero, restore the Uchiha name, and move on. Instead, learning the truth radicalized Sasuke. It nearly destroyed everything the sacrifice was meant to protect. Itachi's peace was built on a lie, and lies have a shelf life. But even his mistakes reveal the scale of his thinking. He wasn't wrong about one jutsu or one battlefield. He was wrong about a human heart, his brother's heart, over the span of a decade. That's not a tactical error. It's a philosophical one. and it's the kind of mistake only someone operating at his altitude could make. Shikamaru was the best mind in the room. Kakashi was the sharpest eye on the field. But Itachi was playing a board none of them could see. And when the last piece fell, years after he was dead, it fell exactly where he put it.